My name is Kabir. I'm the owner of the William Street Bird. I've been owning this venue for just over 5 years. My role is to look after everything, overlook and look after everything to do with the Bird. The Bird is a local tavern located in Northbridge on William Street. It programs live music 4 to 7 days a week. I think some of the greatest achievements of the Bird has been the fact that, we've grown the live music part of the business to 3 to 4 days to 5 to 7, which has been pretty amazing. We've created a space that feels really safe for people to come and enjoy having a drink. It doesn't have to be alcoholic, but just sitting at the back, a space where people can eat. Creating a culture that is super diverse, has all different backgrounds and feels really special when you're here. I think that's the most important part about having public spaces that are available, where you can feel safe, and that's what we've tried to create a culture of here at the Bird, where you can come in, have a beer with a friend, have a tea or coffee, and sit anywhere in the venue and feel safe to do so. And also, the most important part of it is talk to the person in front of you and be present. I think that's what the component we forget why we go to places to eat dinner and have drinks. And I think that's really important just to remember that that is the reason these venues exist. They exist to create a space where you feel comfortable going and sharing some time with friends or family. Small capacity live music venues are super important for the growth of musicians and artists. They create a space where artists can come and play to a smaller audience, fill the room, and actually feel that vibrancy. The sad part of reality now is that, some bands use online as launch pads, which is, there's 100%, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but, I'm from a little bit of the older generation where everything was face-to-face, you meet your friends, and thinking from that point of view, you can launch a band online, you can promo all the information you need online, but then if you grow to a point where you want to show your talent to the public, how do you do that? And I think that is the goal and the outcome of it all. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Maybe people don't want to showcase their talent on the stage, but I think the outcome is always to have shows. The important part about shows is that you actually get feedback as well straight away. So you're on stage, you're in the band room, you get a little bit nervous, you get really excited, you channel that nervousness into actually creating a beautiful and wonderful show. You get instant gratification because there's people right in front of you. You make mistakes, you get better at your craft, people clap, people cheer, people give you hugs at the end of the show. And I think that is part of the beautiful part of playing live music at a venue. In a smaller space, it's just even more special because there's only 176 people that can play, that can come into this venue. Having a smaller crowd actually means that you can actually, after the show finishes, go spend time with your audience, have a beer with them, have a chat, and really have that connection and build your fan base. So I think it's really special to have these venues. And another point that's really important about small music venues is it's usually where artists start. Like, if everyone had the ability just to go to a big venue, I'm sure we'd all love to do that, but how do you grow an audience? You start at a small space, you fill it up, and you get to a point where you have a fan base that you can actually call upon to fill a larger space. So I think it'd be really sad if smaller spaces became unviable, because the only other option is online. And if everything's done online, where do you start? Where do you grow? Where do you get that audience feedback? Where do you get those nervous feelings in the band room? And how do you grow? I'm not too sure. In terms of live music, something that's really important to think about is my mum, from when I was really young, always said to me, the best present you can give everyone is your time, and it's the best gift you can give. And my view of that is, when a band plays and your friend asks, do you want to come to this gig? And you're like, oh, I've got a few things on. Just think about how important that is to them. Giving them your time to come to a gig is you saying, hey, I appreciate what you're doing, and I really want to see you perform on stage, because in a way that's the greatest gift I can give you, my time. So If your friend is playing, come out, support them. Super important. You're giving them a huge present by filling the room and making them feel special, because they've probably practiced for weeks and weeks, even months, put hours into getting their craft to where it is at the point so they can play on stage. So come and support your local bands, because it's the best present you can give to them. The big difference between a tavern and a tavern that has live music is that tavern has just the running costs of buying the alcohol, servicing all the equipment, and also having the staff looking after the venue to serve people. Whereas and you know, your general maintenance and things like that, sure. But when you have a live music venue, there's a little bit more complexity to it. So one, there has to be a bookings manager. Our bookings manager is Emma Adams. She does a brilliant job. I look up to her for so many things. You know, it's not an easy role. So you need a bookings manager, you need a production manager. Our production manager is Leah Grant. Incredibly talented production manager. So the production manager's role is to make sure that there is a sound tech on every single night. They make sure that the lighting and sound is perfect for the nights. They make sure that the sound tech that they put on matches the performance. Then that gets to servicing of all the equipment. You know, we've got lights, we've got sound, we've got a sound desk, we've got amplifiers, we've got speakers in the courtyard. All of these things need constant attention and maintenance. So having a live music venue is much more costly than just running a tavern. And I guess these costs have to come from somewhere. Usually they're subsidized by the actual tavern or the bar part. The live music and what artists pay is just for the production manager and the door person. So as a pub, you have a whole heap of other expenses that we subsidize by selling drinks. I guess at the end of the day, you know, in terms of profitability, it reduces profitability by quite a lot, but it's a labor of love. So a lot of live music venues, they do it more for the passion and the fact that they love the industry. On a monthly basis, I guess the William Street Bird is struggling to meet its financial obligations. The way that I think about my mental health is that when I'm in trouble and I need support, I go either to my family, my friends, or my colleagues. And in the same sort of vein, when the William Street Bird is in trouble, or the Bird, we've decided to go out to the community to ask for support. The Bird means so much to me. It's not just a venue. It's where I meet my friends. It's where I've met so many band members. It's where I like to come and have a drink when I've got days off. It's a place I feel really comfortable in. And I think this feeling is felt by a lot of people. So it's not me that just feels this. I'm a high feeler, so you know, when I talk, I always say if I feel. My feelings are that the community has the same sense of belonging at the Bird. So asking them to help, they'd want to support. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm spot on the money there. You know, I truly actually really believe in the business. I love the place, I love coming here. I love seeing artists get to showcase their talents on the stage. I love when the courtyard is full and you see everyone happy, they're eating, drinking, smiling, chatting with friends. It's a safe space. We've created a space that, you know, if you really want to come in your pajamas, you can kind of feel safe to do so. Nobody's going to judge you. We've spent lots of time working on those things in the background. I would hate to think that this venue would have to close, or, you know, it may be sold, or someone else might not have the same vein, and if it's sold, it might turn into just a pub with no live music. So I guess for me, I just love this place. I think it'd be incredibly sad to see it disappear, and I guess I feel like the community would feel exactly the same. There are 4 ways you can help make a difference and help us out. You can choose to help us out in one way, you can choose to help us out in all 4 ways, you can choose 2 or 3, completely up to you. So the number 1 thing you can do, we're a local tavern. From 3 o'clock we open every day, we're open 7 days a week. You can come in, grab a beverage. We have this beautiful courtyard. You can come in, enjoy some time with your friends, grab some food for dinner, have a great time, laugh a lot, maybe have a cry, give everyone a hug, live, laugh, love. Do what you need to do. Number 2 is the greatest gift you can give to any band or any artist on any stage in anywhere in the whole world is your time. And what I mean by that is when they have a show, buy a ticket, pay for the door charge, come and support them, cheers when they're on stage. Yeah, just be there for them, because I think that is the greatest gift you can give, your time. Number 3, the best way you can help us is by actually supporting our venue by giving us some sort of donation. We're super thankful. Give whatever you can. You can jump onto our website to know how. It's williamstreetbird.com/linktree. And number 4, instead of just asking for donations, and I think we wanted to do something really special for everyone. In that kind of vein, we've put on 4 amazing shows. They consist of 2 bands, DJs. So the bands go on first. So it starts off with listening to some music, and then it turns out to be a big party. 4 hours of great fun. It's all for a good cause. It's for supporting the venue. All your drinks will be complimentary on the house, included in your ticket, and tickets are $100 plus all the booking fees. If you want to grab a ticket for one or all 4, jump on williamstreetbird.com/linktree, and it'll have all the links to the events. The tickets are selling through OzTix. Grab a ticket, support us, and we'll love you forever.